Harvard Athletics continued the 2021-22 year with a successful spring season. Fans were elated to cheer on their favorite programs as they went on to receive many honors and awards. Let's take a look at each team's accomplishments from the spring. Harvard baseball closed the year with a 19-22 overall record, including a 10-11 mark in Ivy League play. During non-conference play, the Crimson posted a pair of wins over Power 5 opponents, topping Miami and UCLA. 5 Crimson earned all Ivy honors, including Jay Driver on the first team, Chris Clark and George Cooper on the second team, and Logan Bravo and Will Jacobson as honorable mention. In the classroom, 3 Crimson student athletes, Jake Berger, Logan Bravo, and Chris Snopek, earned COSIDA Academic All-District honors, while Will Jacobson earned Academic All-Ivy accolades. Men's golf impressed all season long, posting the team's best scoring average in relation to par in program history at 5.17 over par. The Crimson finished inside the top 3 in 6 of its 7 stroke play events as a team, including 2 consecutive victories at the Autumn Invitational and the Lehigh Invitational. Sophomores Kevin Z and Brian Ma each picked up individual victories as well, with Z finishing as the low golfer at the Autumn Invitational and Ma doing the same at the Lehigh Invitational. First year Diego Saavedra de Villa enjoyed an outstanding debut campaign and was named to the All-Ivy second team after finishing tied for 6th at the Ivy Championships. Harvard Women's Golf 2021-22 season was highlighted by a pair of second-place results at both the Lady Blue Hen Invitational and the Hoya Invitational. The team ended the year with a 302.67 scoring average, while sophomore Isabella Gomez paced the individuals with a 75.33 mark. At the Ivy Championships, the Crimson took third as a team while placing 3 players inside the top 10 individually. Senior captain Anina Koo tied for third at the tournament to earn first-team All-Ivy honors. Koo was joined in the top 10 by teammates Chloe Royston and Mayvi Yan, who were each named to the league's second team for their performances. In NCAA tournament berth, 4 wins over ranked opponents and 5 All-Ivy League selections headlined a season to remember for Harvard men's lacrosse. In his first full season at the helm, the Frisbee family head coach for Harvard men's lacrosse, Jerry Byrne, led the Crimson to an 8-4 regular season record and a 3-3 mark in Ivy League play. That was the program's best winning percentage since 1998, and it was headlined by a perfect 6-0 record at Jordan Field. The Crimson's signature wins including triumphs over number 13 Michigan, number 13 Brown, and number 3 Princeton. First-year Sam King paced the team with 46 points, averaging the 5th most points per game nationally by a first year. On the defensive end of the field, sophomore Greg Campisi established himself as one of the strongest defenders in the Ivy League, causing 14 turnovers and scooping up 46 ground balls. For his work in the midfield, Campisi collected second and third team All-America nominations from USA Lacrosse Magazine and Inside Lacrosse. Miles Botkiss, Kyle Mullen, and Chase Yeager landed on the All-Ivy honorable mention list. Harvard Women's Lacrosse, a 7-8 record, including 4-3 in Ivy League play, made its first appearance in the Ivy League tournament since the 2017 season and its 7th appearance in program history. The Crimson clinched a bid into postseason play in thrilling fashion, defeating Brown 15-14 on Senior Day with a last-minute defensive stop. Harvard placed 6 student-athletes on All-Ivy teams as leading scorer Callie Hem, with 34 goals and 10 assists, and midfielders Grace Holslander and Shay Jenkins each earned first-team All-Ivy honors. Maddie Barkate, Stephanie Hong, and Grace Taylor earned All-Ivy honorable mention. The Harvard men's heavyweight rowing team did not skip a beat after returning to the water to compete in the spring for the first time since 2019. The first varsity crew for the Crimson posted a 6-0 dual race record along with a 5th place finish at the Eastern Sprints. The Harvard Heavies have picked up right where they left off, building another respectable effort entering the IRA National Championships and the Harvard-Yale Regatta. The varsity 8-boat success is followed by the 2nd and 3rd varsity crews, which have posted 5-1 and 6-0 records this season. The 4th varsity crew's first overall finish at the Eastern Sprints Regatta was backed up by a 4-0 dual race record. All the heavyweight boats combined to post a 23-2 record on the water in 2022. Women's heavyweight rowing finished the season with 3 dual race wins, along with 3rd and 5th place finishes at the Eastern Sprints and the Ivy Championships, respectively. Isabel Bastian earned first team All-Ivy and academic All-Ivy team nods, while Caleb Baker landed on the second team.
The men's lightweight varsity 8 crew opened the season, finishing second in the crew's lone race at the National Collegiate Lightweight Invite before posting an 8-second victory over MIT in the Bigland Bowl race and a 7-second victory over Delaware in back-to-back weekends. The Crimson concluded its season with a silver medal finish at the IRA National Championships.
Radcliffe lightweight rowing returned to the water in 2022, posting 2-2 dual match records, finishing 2nd and 3rd at the Connect Cup and Eastern Sprints, respectively. The Black and White opened the dual race season by retaining the Class of 2004 Cup with a victory over Georgetown by nearly 9 seconds in its first spring race since 2019. The Varsity 8 boat then claimed 2nd at the Connect Cup, defeating crosstown rival Boston University by a nose in the grand final. The crew pulled off a 30-second victory against MIT the following weekend before competing at Eastern Sprints and claiming 3rd place in the regatta. The Radcliffe Varsity 4 boat turned in an excellent performance in 2022, posting a 2-1 dual race record with wins over Princeton and Georgetown, along with 2nd place finishes in the Connect Cup and Eastern Sprints.
Harvard women's rugby enjoyed an outstanding 7th season, compiling a 12-2 overall record in the spring. Harvard opened the spring with a 5-0 mark, winning Crimson Sevens prior to capturing the Ivy Sevens title behind a 3-1 record and a victory over Dartmouth in the championship game. Concluding its season at the USA Rugby Sevens Collegiate National Championships, Harvard won 4 straight games to advance to the national semifinals.
Harvard Co-Ed Sailing was one of the nation's top teams this season, winning a total of 8 regattas on the year, including 5 fleet races and 3 team races. On the national stage, the Crimson returned to the ICSA Team Race Championship for the first time since 2009, ultimately placing 7th at the event, while also sailing to a 10th place finish at the ICSA Dinghy Championship in what was the program's first appearance since 2015. A total of 4 Crimson earned all NEISA honors, while sophomore skipper Lachlan McGranahan received ICSA All-America honorable mention. The women's sailing team was also highly successful this season, putting together a steady dose of strong showing throughout both the fall and spring. The Crimson was a part of the first ever women's team race national championship, where the team took 6th, before also tallying a 4th place finish at the Women's Fleet Racing National Championship in New Orleans. Sarah Byrne, Emma Canetti, Corinne Lee, and Marley Belsley were all recognized as all NEISA performers, with Canetti and Byrne also receiving ICSA All-America nods. Harvard was once again one of the top softball teams in the Ivy League as it finished 22-20 overall, including 15-6 against conference foes. The Crimson's Ivy finish was good for 2nd place and secured its spot in the Ivy League playoff series, where it pushed Princeton to 3 games. Harvard posted its 14th consecutive completed campaign with a 500 or better record, extending the program record. Led by Jenny Allard, who was announced as an NFCA Hall of Fame Class of 2022 inductee, the Crimson had 8 players who earned all Ivy League accolades, with sophomores Lauren Babowski and Anna Reed landing on the first team. Reed was also an NFCA All-Northeast Region 3rd team choice. Senior Morgan Melito, meanwhile, was an Ivy 2nd team selection and earned a spot on the Cassida Academic All-District team. After going undefeated in Ivy League play and earning an outright Ivy League championship, Harvard men's tennis qualified for the NCAA tournament for the 3rd straight season in 2022. The Crimson posted a 19-5 overall record, posting 5 top 30 wins and 9 wins over opponents in the ITA Top 75. Opening the season with wins over Boston College and Georgetown, the Crimson followed with 2 impressive 4-3 victories over number 15 Pepperdine and number 17 Michigan. Leading the way at the one singles spot was number 38 Henry von der Schulenberg, who collected 12 wins at the top of the rotation to lead Harvard. Number 60 Harris Walker's 19 wins at two singles was the most on the team, slightly outpacing senior captain number 66 Brian Shee, who totaled 15 wins on the singles courts. She was also a consistent performer on the doubles courts, registering 19 wins with partner Danny Molavsky. Walker and von der Schulenberg led the team to an NCAA tournament first-round win over Monmouth before narrowly falling to number 18 Stanford 4-3 in the round of 32. Walker and von der Schulenberg both continued their season at the NCAA Individual National Championships, advancing to the second and third rounds respectively.
Harvard women's tennis finished the season 12-11 and 3-4 in Ivy League play. The Crimson earned 2 wins over ITA-ranked opponents and held a 7-1 mark in Cambridge. The doubles duo of Angel Yu and Iveta Deojote racked up a team-high 9 wins on the spring, while Sani Gawande totaled 11 singles wins to lead the way for Harvard. First-year Maxie Duncan had a strong opening campaign for the Crimson, posting an 8-3 singles record while holding a 5-0 mark at the number 2 position. Head coach Tracy Green surpassed 150 wins in her career at Harvard and is now at 159 total victories with the Crimson.
Both the Harvard men's and women's track and field programs finished in second place at the 2022 Ivy League Outdoor Heptagonal Championships. Harvard earned 10 individual HEPS titles with an even split, 5-5 between the men and women. Senior discus thrower Sam Welsh was named Most Outstanding Men's Field Performer of the meet. The Harvard men's team recorded its highest finish at Ivy Outdoor Championships since 1983, and on the women's side, the Crimson earned 136 points, just 1 point behind champion Penn, which edged the rest of the field on the final event of the weekend. Harvard had 18 individuals qualify for the NCAA East preliminary meet. That list included 5 individuals with top 10 performances, including first-year Estelle Villeneuve in the discus, first-year Kenneth Akaji in the hammer throw, sophomore Acer Iverson in both the 5K and 10K, senior Matthew Pereira in the 10K, and senior Sam Welsh in the discus. Men's volleyball finished the 2022 season at 12-13 with a 10-6 mark in the conference to earn the number 2 seed at the EIVA tournament. The Crimson bounced back after a 2-6 start to the season with a 4-match win streak to get back to 500. Harvard had 3 athletes earn EIVA Player of the Week in Campbell Schoenfeld, Jason Shen, and Ethan Smith. 5 Crimson earned all EIVA honors, and Schoenfeld was named AVCA National Player of the Week. Ethan Smith was tabbed as Honorable Mention All-America after leading the nation in hitting percentage and breaking the Harvard single-season hitting percentage record at .531. The Crimson earned its most wins since the 2018 EIVA championship season. Harvard women's water polo put together its finest season in program history, reaching the CWPA championship game for the first time. They also saw 4 student athletes garner Collegiate Water Polo Association All-Conference honors, while head coach Ted Minnis was named CWPA Coach of the Year. Senior Indy Halligan and junior goalie Zoe Banks were named to the All-Conference first team, while juniors Grace Thawley and Evan Tingler landed on the second team. Harvard Athletics is proud of all of the honors that its teams received this spring season. As they take a bit of rest this summer, student athletes and coaches will be eager and ready to return in the fall for more competition. Be on the lookout for more Crimson content on the Harvard Athletics social media accounts and by checking out the Ivy League on ESPN for live and on-demand content.